Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today in this video, I'll be talking about the reporting section of the inventory module of Odoo 17. So now let's take a look at the reporting section of the inventory module. So here we have the inventory module and here is the reporting section. Under the reporting, we have things like stock, WOW history, WOW analysis, valuation, as well as the performance. So everything is related to inventory. As you all know here, the main important thing is stock. Every stock operations can be viewed here inside the inventory module, and every data or everything regarding the stock operation can be, identified just by taking a look at the reporting. So let's go to the stock reporting. That here you get the stock, okay? You can see the product, unit cost, the total value, the on-hand quantity, free to use, incoming, outgoing, units, and all, okay? So data regarding every product is there. Now, if you want to filter it based on only rental products, okay, you can get the rental products data. Or if you want only saleable product, that is also possible. Now, inside saleable product, if you want to see any particular product, you can choose that from here. And also, you have certain links like that. So this is to simply filter the data. Here, you get the details of the stock regarding the on-hand quantity and also which are free to use. Okay, then if you want to take a look at the history of the product, just click on the history over there and then you can see the date, from where to where this has been moved and all. So this is basically the more history of the product. Okay. So if you want to create a new one, means click on new. Okay. So that is a new icon. Now you have to provide the product of the name and create a new product. So basically you're creating a new stuff, which means simply creating a new product. Okay. So I hope you guys know how to create a product. So I'm not going in detail on that. So in this whole page, you can see the product details. Okay. Now here you have this filter. Okay. So where you can filter, group by, and even add favorites. That's the stock. And you have the move history. So inside an inventory, you have move history, which shows you the operation, which is the move of stock moves. So from which location to which location the stock has been moved, the lot number, the quantity that has been moved, the unit, and also the status. Okay, whether it's done or it's not done, whatever the status is, that can be viewed here. So this is basically the move history. Now this is shown in list view, and if you want to see that in a Kanban view, you can do that from here. See, card-like view of move history is she. So you can see the product quantity, the updated ones, the storage, the product name, the units. Then you have the date as well as the time. Here you have the done thing. Okay. So the product quantity has been moved. This much quantity or this much unit of product is moved from one place to another. And then you have the pivot view of the same, which is move history, where you can categorize the products. Okay. And if you want to add any more measures, you can add it from here. Okay. And also you have the option to insert this particular thing into spreadsheet. So click on that. Either click on a blank spreadsheet or an existing spreadsheet. So I'll put it on side a blank spreadsheet and show you guys. See new spreadsheet created in documents. Now this has taken us to the spreadsheet which we created right now. So that's how you insert it into a spreadsheet. And once it's done, what you have to do is go to reporting and then you have the WOW analysis. So inside the WOW analysis, you get the, first of all, once you open, you get the pivot table of the WOW analysis. Okay. So here, if you just take a look of the move analysis, you get the graph view, Kanban view, and list view, and also the pivot view. So here you have the total, the company, and the demand quantity, counted quantity, everything is shown here. Okay. I'll just put it into a graph view and show. So here you have the different products, and here you can see the demand for that product. Okay. So you can basically analyze the demand of the product from here. Okay. And here you have the line chart of the scene. You have the pie chart over here of different products. Okay. So as you all know, for the line chart and so the line chart and bar chart, you have the stat view. And for the line chart, you have stat view as well as the cumulative view. Plus you can view it in ascending and descending order. Okay. So that's the move analysis. Now, if you want to add or change the measure, you can change it. So I've changed it based on quantity, removing the cumulative view, removing the stack view. This is the bar chart. The line chart. And this is the bar chart of the product, which shows the quantity of the product. Okay. So that's the graphical representation of move analysis. And then you have the graphical representation of the Canvan representation of move analysis, which is simply a card-like view where you get the initial demand of the product and the quantity, okay, plus the name of the product, okay. So that's the MN view, and you have the list view of the same. So here's the list view. You can see the reference, the product, from, to, demand, quantity. Okay, and the pivot view, which we already gone through. That's the move analysis. If you go to reporting, you have one more thing, which is valuation, which is the stock valuation. Okay, so if you want to create a valuation at date, you can choose a date, and based on the date, this will come. So confirming it. Based on the date, that is the stock valuation on this particular date and time will be shown. Okay, so we are doing the stock valuation for this particular date. Okay, so you can see the date, the reference, the product, the company, the move quantity, unit of measure, total, and so on. So these are all the data regarding the stock, and this is basically the stock valuation. So you can choose another date over here, valuation at date. So choose a date to get the valuation at that date. So today what I've done is I've chosen today's date, and today's stock valuation was that. Now I'm just choosing the date as January 1st, confirming it. So what happened on that date, there is no particular thing to show. Okay, so let's go back to January 9th, that is today. So this is the stock valuation of the day, January 9th. Similarly, you'll have the same thing in the pivot view. Okay, as you know, you can flip the axis, expand it, and also import the XLSX file. Finally, we have the performance of reporting, where you have the warehouse analysis. So this will be the transfer date. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll simply add measure and show. You can add the cycle time. Okay, cycle time can be shown. So I'm going to bar chart. I have the transfer date and all. So currently there is nothing to show over here. The transfer date is given as January 2024 and the done date varies. Here you have the option to choose the product quantity. Okay, on this particular date, the product quantity, which was transferred. Okay, so this is basically the warehouse analysis. Now here also you have three types of graphs: line chart, pie chart, and bar chart. And then also you have this pivot view. So that's the warehouse analysis. That's how you get a rough look about all the things which is happening inside the inventory Odoo. So this is the reporting section of inventory. So I hope it's clear for you guys.